as piece of land has nothing to do with the difficulties that we human beings in the Sudan have created. Therefore, there is no need to attack the land. Let us attack our wrongful thinking, our wrongful political thinking. And I shall speak, as I mentioned earlier, in defense of why I think that the reasons put forward by many people in the north as well as in southern Sudan in defense of secession of southern Sudan from the rest of Sudan, to me, are very fallacious. That is, very falseful reasons, not very truthful reasons. First of all, there are so many benefits from our unity as a country. I think in the long term, we shall have efficient and effective use of our national resources. Yes, in the short term, we have experienced difficulties, but we are moving towards the long term, and I strongly believe that we are going to have efficient and effective use of our national resources. And I also think that in the long term, we shall be able to have efficient and effective use of our various physical infrastructures in this country. Because if you look very carefully at the reasons why we went to so many civil wars, it's simply because of resources, infrastructures, and power. Number three, I think in the long term, there shall be political, social, economic, financial, cultural, security, and military stability in this country, because we are moving towards that. If you compare the period between 1956 up to 1972, and then you compare between 72 to 83, and you compare between 2005 and now, you shall be able to discover some periods of quietness. Because when we get tired of fighting and killing one another, we become very sober politically, and we resort to peace. So let us pursue this peaceful path. And I also think that there shall be more effective and beneficial use of our international relations and concomitant opportunities and resources for common good and prosperity. Because right now, while the political atmosphere in the Sudan is saturated with political emotions, we Sudanese political groups, parties, etc., tend to abuse international relations for group benefits. And this affects us negatively. I also think that in the long term, we shall be able to have peace. And I disagree with the previous speaker that to have peace in the Sudan, you have to break it up into pieces, because that shall only be a recipe for more instability in this country. And who are lawyers and who are very enlightened about this, the doctrine of unty possidetis, and this doctrine, you should revisit this. This doctrine is what is keeping the whole of African continent intact. If you undermine this doctrine of unty possidetis, that is revisiting international boundaries form, then you are setting a precedent. You are setting a precedent whereby all various ethnic groups in Africa shall claim for their own secession. Thank you.